Hi everyone, this is Cheryl and welcome to my sewing room. I'm going to demonstrate how to do this placemat and not use any binding on it. This is a really easy one to do. One large piece of fabric in the middle and some smaller squares out on the edge. So let's get started. The finished size of this placemat is approximately 14 inches by 18 inches, and you'll need the following supplies for each placemat. For the very center, you'll need one 10.5 inch by 14.5 inch piece. The border, you'll need 32 2.5 inch squares. The back, you'll need one 14.5 inch by 18.5 inch piece. Cotton batting, one 14.5 inch by 18.5 inch piece. Take your fabric and make sure you have the selvage edges folded together because we're going to cut two placemats out at a time. So pull this raw edge past this first line here and we're going to straighten it up because as you can see it's really crooked. So you always want to straighten that edge up first. After you've got it lined up, go ahead and cut. Then you're going to move your ruler over to the 10.5 inch line. And once you've got it lined up, go ahead and cut. Turn your fabric to where the selvage edges are now over here and pull it past this first line again, and you're going to cut the selvage edges off. So place your ruler on that first line, and once you got it lined up, go ahead and cut those selvage edges off. And now you're going to move it over to the 14.5 inch line over here. And take your time lining everything up and then cut. When you're selecting your fabrics for the squares around the border, look at the colors inside of your centerpiece of fabric and select colors from that. So here is the green that I've chosen, the light brown, and then a darker brown. All of these colors are in this fabric. I'm going to demonstrate how to quickly cut out your 2.5 inch squares. I've only selected 3 colors, but if you have more than 3 colors, or if you're using scraps, it depends on how you want to stack them. Since I'm only using 3, I'm going to stack all 3 of them together, and all the fabrics are folded with the selvage edges together. I pulled the raw edge here past that first line again because I'm going to cut all of the fabrics straight at the same time. Now when you're cutting through multiple layers of fabrics like this, you want to make sure that your blade is sharp, otherwise it's probably not going to do it for you. So go ahead and cut this first edge straight. Now I'm going to move over 2.5 inches, and this way I'll be cutting everything out all at the same time. Again, pull your selvage edges down here past this first line right here and cut that edge over here straight. The next step is you're going to move your ruler over every 2.5 inches until you have all of the squares cut on this strip. So I moved it over to the 2.5 inch line, now the 5 inch line, and then I'm going to go down to the 7.5 inch line and cut again. So continue going down that strip till you have all of your squares cut out. Now depending on the number of placemats you're making, depends on the number of strips you need to cut. Randomly arrange how you want all your squares to be. So for your 2 shorter edges, you're going to need 5 squares for each side. And on your 2 longer edges, you'll need 9 squares across those edges. Stitch together the 5 squares for this side and 5 squares for this side. And what you want to do is stitch them together 1/4 inch seam along there. Then when you're done, press your seams on the back, and at the same time press all of the seams in one direction. Then take front side down on each side and stitch 1/4 inch along there, and of course do the same for this side, 1/4 inch. After stitching, press the seam on the back side first, then unfold and press on top. And as you press, make sure this seam is going out and away from the placemat, and you do that on both sides. Now stitch together the last 2 sides. There should be 9 squares for the last 2 edges. Stitch them together using 1/4 inch seam. When you're pressing your seams, press them all in one direction, except make sure that the seam at each end is pressed going in towards the center. And you want to do that so that it's easier to match up the seams here and here. So place the strip on top, match up those seams so you get them in really close to each other. It should feel nice and flat in there. Make sure that the seam on the bottom is in the opposite direction of the one on top, and I would pin it so that it doesn't shift when you're stitching. And then do the same thing at the other end. Make sure it's going in the opposite direction. It's in there nice and snug. And then pin it. And then finish pinning down your edge. And then stitch 1/4 inch seam all along here. Then press your seams on the back side. And then when you're done, press on top, but you're going to press the seam going towards the strip so that it lays nice and flat. When you're stitching a lot of pieces together to create something, it doesn't always finish at the same desired size that is in the instructions. For instance, this placemat says that it's going to be 14.5 by 18.5, but in reality it doesn't always turn out like that. It could be off only 1/8 of an inch or as much as 1/2 of an inch. So I like to cut my cotton batting and the fabric for the back out after the top of my placemat is completed. So place the cotton batting down first, then the fabric for the back, and have the pretty side up. Then take your placemat top and bring it front side down. So you're looking at the back of your placemat. Then you're going to take your ruler and you're going to place it along the edge of your placemat top and cut this to be an exact fit. So you would go around all 4 sides and do that. As you're pinning it together around the edges, you're going to leave a small opening. Now I'm leaving about 3 squares that I'm not going to stitch over because you need an opening so that you can turn it front side out later. So after you've got it pinned, you're going to start here, stitch back and forth, and you're going to do a 1/4 inch seam all the way around all 4 sides. And when you get here, by the way, I put 2 pins there. That's to remind me to stop stitching. And then stitch back and forth a few times there. After stitching, you're going to trim some of the fabric off each corner. So I like to go across this way, and then a little bit this way, and then on this side right here. Do that at all 4 corners. After trimming the corners off, reach inside your opening and begin turning the placemat front side out. After you have turned it front side out, you want to go to your opening and fold the edges in 1/4 of an inch. And I like to press those edges down nice and flat. And in fact, I press all the way around, and I often use pins to flatten it while I am pressing. Then you're going to stitch really close to the edge all the way around, all 4 sides, about 1/8 of an inch. After you've stitched around the edge, then I suggest you do some type of a decorative stitch pattern. One of the easiest to do is to go over every 2 inches, and you would start by just stitching in the ditch up here, go straight across and stitch into the ditch down there. And as you can see, I went across every one of them, then I turned it and did the same thing. Stitch all the way across. For other placemat projects, go to the green screen at the end of this video and click on the links. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, would you please click on that old thumbs up button, and don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click on that red subscribe button down there in the lower right hand corner of your screen. Don't forget to enter your email address. Click on that bell so you receive the email notifications to your phone. I'm Cheryl, and this is Manny, and see you next time. Happy sewing!